Welcome to the Notary News Channel, where we talk about all things notary and some things not. Please be sure to like and subscribe to receive notifications of all of the latest videos posted to the channel. My name is Desiree Roman Rodriguez, and I'm a subject matter expert in all things notary in the state of Illinois. I'm also an enrolled agent, credentialed by the Internal Revenue Service to prepare taxes and represent taxpayers all the way up through the U.S. Tax Court. This week, I'd like to talk a little bit about the recovery rebates. The recovery rebates are going to be the repayment or the distribution of the economic stimulus payments that were sent out at the beginning of 2020 and at the very end of 2020 and in early January of this year for most taxpayers that file tax returns, or even for people who didn't normally file tax returns but who qualified to receive the stimulus payment. Now, there's a lot of misconception about what it means to have received the payment. There's a lot of problems for people who haven't received the payment yet, and there's a lot of questions surrounding about what needs to be done in order for people to get the payments that they're supposed to be receiving. The initial payments for the economic stimulus were sent out to taxpayers based on their 2019 tax returns. But it is possible that you received the first economic stimulus payment and you were not entitled to receive it based on the income that you made in 2020. If you didn't receive the economic stimulus payment and you are claiming it on your tax return this year and you are not getting the full amount either for the first or second payments, it means you did not qualify for the full amount and you are getting a reduced amount based on a calculation that the IRS put together, and you would be able to see it on the recovery rebate worksheets. If you were entitled to receive the economic stimulus payment and you didn't get it, once you input the information into the tax preparation software, if you're doing it yourself, then your payment should be calculated and should be included in your refund. Now, for some taxpayers, you qualified to receive the rebate but didn't get it. In those situations, the rebate is calculated, but because you didn't pay any taxes from out of your unemployment, the rebate essentially is going to be used to offset the taxes that you owe. There are some taxpayers who had children that were born in 2020, and of course they did not receive the economic stimulus payment for that child. When you fill out your tax return for this year, your child will be receiving the payment just like everyone else who received it in 2020. And so you will see an increase in your refund this year. Now, if you are trying to fill it out on your own and you aren't understanding how it's being calculated, why there's an issue or what the problem is, you can always call the tax preparation software company and have them walk you through it, explain what's going on, how the rebate's being calculated, and why you did or did not receive the amount that you did or didn't receive. If you go to a local tax preparer or you have someone that typically prepares your return, then your preparer would be able to explain what's going on when it comes to the rebate. The biggest problem that people are going to be facing this year for those who didn't receive the stimulus payment is, one, they made too much money and didn't qualify for it, or two, they did not pay enough taxes either from their unemployment or from their income, and their recovery rebate is going to be used to pay and offset some of those taxes. So that's going to be all that I'm going to be discussing this week. If you have some questions and you'd like some, if you have some questions and you would like to get an answer or two, kind of figure out what's going on with your rebate, you can always send an email to info@romanendeavors.com. We'll be happy to answer your question for you. If you have a topic that you'd like us to discuss next week, then also send that to info@romanendeavors.com, and we'll see when we might be able to work that topic into a video. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.